Hi, my name is Ashley and I'm a mom of one 2-year-old toddler and a 4-week-old newborn. Parents who want to start Montessori from birth aren't really sure where to start, and honestly with newborns it's really easy. They can't really do a whole lot yet, but do not underestimate what their brains are capable of. So from one busy parent to another, today I'm going to share with you how you can implement Montessori with your newborn at home. So doing Montessori with your newborn is actually really easy. There are just some simple things that you can do right from the get-go, such as making sure that your baby has lots of face time with you. Babies like to look at faces. They can't see very far away, usually only about 30 centimeters or 12 inches, but any time that you can spend looking at your newborn face-to-face nice and close is great for their brain development. You can also offer them lots of tummy time by putting them face down on a blanket and encouraging them to look up and develop their neck muscles. Starting around 4 weeks old, newborns also develop the ability to start tracking an object that's held in front of their face, so you can practice doing that with your child. And perhaps one of the easiest things that you can do that does fall in line with Montessori philosophy is simply talking to your newborn. Most people think, well, they can't really understand what I'm saying, but that couldn't be further from the truth. No, they can't really understand your words, but they do pick up on tones and emotions right from birth. So if you're talking to your child anytime you're doing anything with them, this could be something like changing a diaper or giving them a bottle or nursing them, or if you're simply just spending time cuddling with them. Talking to your newborn is one of the best things that you can do for language development right from the beginning. From a Montessori perspective, it's also helpful if you talk to your child about what you're doing with them. So for example, as you're changing their diaper, you can say, okay, we're gonna lift up your legs now. Here we go, we're wiping your bum, things like that. And the reasoning behind that is to show respect. Now that might sound silly to some of you guys, showing respect to a baby, but that's exactly what Montessori is after, is treating your child with respect from as early as birth. So starting at 3 weeks old, you can implement Montessori mobiles with your newborn. There are a series of sequential mobiles that you're supposed to introduce in a certain order that's based on your child's actual physical development. When babies are first born, they cannot see color. They typically tend to focus on things that are black and white or high contrast. And again, they can't see very far in front of their faces. It's usually about 30 centimeters or 12 inches, which is roughly the distance from the breast to the face. So the mobile that is typically introduced first from 3 to 6 weeks old is the Montessori Munari mobile. This one is composed of entirely black and white geometric shapes, including linear shapes and curvilinear shapes, as well as a simple glass ball. The Montessori Munari mobile is very specifically measured out. Everything is balanced off of the size of the glass ball. The one you're seeing here is a 70 millimeter glass ball. The black and white circle that's also on the mobile is also 70 millimeters, and the other shapes that are included on the mobile are measured in a very specific ratio to the size of the glass ball and the circle. This mobile is meant to be hung where there is not a lot of airflow, so that even the slightest little bit of wind from a breath makes it move ever so gently. It's intended to be hung roughly 30 centimeters or 12 inches above your child's line of sight if they're laying flat on the ground underneath it. This high contrast mobile not only attracts your newborn's attention, but it helps them to develop their new sense of visual tracking as they follow the objects around as they move. And perhaps more importantly, they're also able to develop their ability to focus. In the world of Montessori, having your child be able to focus on one activity at a time is something that is really emphasized. So starting from birth, introducing this mobile allows your child to develop that sense of focus as they watch the objects move around ever so slowly. Now at first, your newborn might not pay attention for more than a couple of minutes, but as they get older, you'll notice that their ability to focus on the mobile does increase. Now because the Munari mobile is very specific, geometrically speaking and mathematically speaking, it's often very difficult to make yourself. My husband and I did make ours for our daughter from scratch as opposed to buying it. It's also a little bit cheaper to do it that way because these mobiles tend to be very expensive if you buy them pre-made. If you're interested in making a Munari mobile just like the one that we have, then you can head over to my blog. I will put a link in the description box down below. There is a free template that you can download the shapes and print them out and assemble the mobile all by yourself. We've even included a visual that has all of the measurements for the different rods and strings. So as long as you know how to use a ruler, it's pretty foolproof. If you'd like a little bit more of a DIY tutorial and actually see how the mobile needs to put together, we also have a video for that I will link up in the cards for you guys, as well as in the description box down below, that you can watch and follow along and use our template to make your very own Munari mobile for your child at home. And if you do decide to start using Montessori mobiles with your child, like I said, this is just the first in a series of mobiles. I will be implementing each of the mobiles with my newborn as she is ready for them developmentally. And we do intend to make a how-to video for each one of them. So in a few weeks, stay tuned for the next mobile. This video is part part of a larger series called Montessori at Home, aimed at providing practical tips and advice for parents like you and I to implement Montessori at home with your own children. If you liked today's video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel so that you can get updated every single time we upload one of these new Montessori videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.